Hello everyone, today we are going to make a project fire alarm. Now let's see the components required for this project. So we'll need one breadboard, one IC555, one 10 microfarad capacitor, 3 resistors of 10 kilo ohm, one resistor of 1 kilo ohm, BC547 transistor, one thermistor, one buzzer, few hookup wires or connecting wires, 9-volt battery and a battery snapper. So first of all, we'll take a BC547 transistor. It has 3 terminals, base, collector, base and emitter. So we need to place BC547 transistor on the breadboard first, like this. Then we have to take a 10 kilo ohm resistor. We have to connect this resistor between the base of the transistor and positive supply of the battery. So one end of resistor will go to the base of the transistor and another end will go to the positive terminal of battery, like this. Then we have to take a thermistor, and thermistor needs to be connected between the base and the negative terminal of battery. So this is thermistor. Its one end terminal will connect it to the base of the transistor and second terminal we have to connect it to the negative of the battery over here. Then we have to take one hookup wire and we have to connect the transistor's emitter terminal to the ground. So let's connect a hookup wire to the emitter terminal and let's connect it to the negative of the battery, like this. Now we have to take IC555. This is our IC555. We have to place IC555 on the breadboard. Make sure that the notch of the IC needs to be on the left side. So the notch of IC is on left side and the pin number starts from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First of all, we have to short the pin number 2 and pin number 6 of the IC together. So we'll take one hookup wire and we have to connect pin number 6 and 2 of the IC together, like this. Then we have to take another hookup wire and we have to connect pin number 1 of the IC to the ground. So we have to connect this hookup wire to pin number 1 and the second end we have to connect it to the negative of the breadboard. Similarly, we have to connect the pin number 8 of the IC to the positive supply of the battery. So we'll take another hookup wire and we'll connect pin number 8 to the positive supply of the battery, like this. Now we have to take a 1 kilo ohm resistor. We have to connect this resistor between positive supply of battery and the pin number 7 of the IC. So one end of 1 kilo ohm resistor will go to the positive supply of battery and the second end we have to connect it to the pin number 7 of the IC, like this. Then we have to take another 10 kilo ohm resistor. We have to connect this resistor between pin number 7 and pin number 2 of the IC. So one end of this resistor will go to the pin number 2 and second end we have to connect it to pin number 2 of the IC. Then we have to take a 10 microfarad capacitor. The longer terminal is positive, shorter terminal is negative. So we have to connect the capacitor's positive to pin number 2 and capacitor's negative to the negative of the breadboard. Then we have to take another 10 kilo ohm resistor. We have to connect this resistor between pin number 4 and the positive supply of battery. So one terminal of this 10 kilo ohm resistor will connect it to pin number 4 and another terminal we have to connect it to the positive of the battery. Now we have to connect another hookup wire between pin number 4 of the IC and the collector terminal of the transistor. So we'll take one connecting wire and we have to connect pin number 4 of the IC to the collector of the transistor. And at last we have to connect our buzzer. So buzzer's positive terminal we have to connect it to the pin number 3 of the IC, that is output pin of the IC. and the negative terminal of buzzer, we have to connect it to the negative of the breadboard like this. Now we have to connect a battery. So battery's positive terminal, we have to connect it to the positive of the breadboard. So battery's positive terminal, we have connected it to the positive of the breadboard, and battery's negative terminal, we have to connect it to the negative line of breadboard. So this is how we are done with the connections of fire alarm. So this is how we have finished with the circuit of a fire alarm. So as soon as your thermistor will detect the heat, the buzzer will start ringing. Now let's test the circuit. So as soon as your thermistor will detect the flame, it will start beeping the buzzer. So this is how a fire alarm or a heat detector project is going to work. Thank you so much.